David B asks, would you make a podcast on a perfect romantic relationship and how it should look like? Okay, David B. So here we go. David, I have bad news for you. The perfect romantic relationship does not exist. You're never going to find it. And the reason is because people aren't perfect. But if we want the most ideal possible romantic relationship, here is the traits that you would need to have for men and women. Also, David B., something important is the following. I predict that your age is you're in your early 20s or maybe even in your teens, because people at that age tend to have an idealized view of love as opposed to a more realistic view. But here are the traits, okay? So a perfect romantic relationship should have the following traits, okay? It should have the man as the head of the relationship and the woman as the follower, okay? So one is the captain and one is not the first mate. One is the powder monkey, or the person in the crow's nest. One is important and absolutely key, and the other one is there for relaying information to the captain. Do you see what I'm saying? They are not on equal playing fields. The captain is much higher than the person in the crow's nest, okay? And here are the traits that are required in order for this sort of dynamic to be established, okay? So usually the man is going to be in his 30s minimum, so he's going to be later than his 20s. And he's going to have the following traits, okay? He's going to be making more than $100,000 a year after taxes, American. He's going to have more than 50,000 American in savings. He's going to be physically fit, highly, charismatic, highly, and have more than 50 past partners, okay? So that's what a man needs. Also, the man will be socially dominant and well-connected. That is the ideal mate for a girl, okay? And even more ideally is the man is over 6 feet tall, okay? For the woman, that's not what's required. In order for her to be a perfect partner for a perfect romantic relationship, she would need to be a perfect helpmate. So she would need the following traits: fit, feminine, submissive, cooperative, and bedroom fun, loyal. These are the traits that are required for a woman. And of course, she would have to be in her rock star phase in the age of 18 to 23. That would be a perfect relationship. Also, in a perfect relationship, both of the partners, both the husband and the wife, both of them would have families that are intact, so they don't have divorced parents. And the parents like each other, okay? So that is the perfect situation. Oh, also, the girl will need to have an N count of less than 3. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see how as I add more and more things, it becomes more and more impossible? Yeah, that's why I believe that a perfect romantic relationship doesn't exist. Hello and welcome to the Helios blog. My name is Helios, here for another reaction video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, hitting all for notifications. Rate the podcast 5 stars if you're listening there, and also give me a follow. If you'd like me to comment on a video compilation or maybe a Reddit post, please send the link to the heliosblog@gmail.com. Oh, and also, of course, if you would like me to answer any questions, please, in the comments section of any video, leave a comment, and you, like David B., I can answer your question, okay? All right, now let's do the reaction video. Here we go.
If you're divorced, tell me one piece of advice that you would give to your best friend getting married.
No joke, I would have emptied my bank account 10 times over to get this advice before I married my ex-husband. So look at your person.
Ex-husband? That's a red flag. Like, so she's divorced and she's giving advice on it, on people getting married. This TikTok is a total mess. Like, a divorced person doesn't have the credentials to give, like, advice to a person getting married. A divorced person has failed, so why should they give advice? Okay, anyway, let's see what she has to say.
Person. He, she, they, them. Exactly
Oh my god. Okay, so already the girl has admitted Okay? Already, she has admitted to being a leftist, right? She's admitted to being a womanist. And look at the expression on her face. Would you get into a long-term relationship with that? I mean, I don't know her story, but guys, she's divorced. She's a womanist. Like, these are already red flags, guys. And she's going to reveal probably even more. Let's see.
As they are right now. Take away all potential, all dreams, all expectations, all of the promises that they have made to you.
So this girl is saying, if they are not already absolutely, totally, and completely and fully established, don't go with them. That's actually terrible advice to give to women, because a woman's best strategy actually is to attach herself to a high potential man from a young age and then get married and have his children. She should not wait and expect to get an established man. Although it's funny, you know, I said at the beginning of the video that the perfect relationship has such a dynamic, but that the odds of a girl stumbling into a high-value 30-year-old or 30-plus-year-old man is astronomically low, and girls have a much better strategy, or a much better time they'll have, of just attaching themselves to a, doctor, lawyer, engineer, teacher, pharmacist, etc. A person with a steady, good job, that's, physically attractive in their eyes, and just going for that guy and just staying and just having his children. Like, their life would be 5,000 times better than if they follow this girl's advice here, which is terrible, by the way.
Only see them as they are in this exact moment. Now pretend you have a kid exactly like that. And
what? Oh, so she's saying that, wow. So is she implying that the husband is her child? Because that is so condescending and disrespectful. I'm not surprised she's divorced. Let's see. Maybe she redeems himself. Let's see.
if your gut reaction ain't happiness and pride, don't marry that person.
Oh, so she's saying that she considered her ex-husband to be a child that she had to take care of. Yeah, it's so ridiculously and utterly condescending. I'm not surprised she's divorced. There is no way to have a good relationship dynamic with a girl like that, who's going to demean you and belittle you at every opportunity. That's ridiculous. No man would put up with that.
If you're divorced, share a piece of advice that you would tell your best friend getting married.
Run. Okay, I'm kidding. Ish. No.
Alpha widow. This girl has been with so many men, and she's had so many fun experiences that now she can't be in a long-term relationship with any man. She disdains every man. And by the way, guys, if the girl has like a million filters on, guys, and a lot of makeup, like, it's already over, guys. Like, there ain't no way that that's going to turn out well, okay? Just so you know.
I'm kidding. Number 1, make sure you have separate accounts. It's okay.
Oh my god, this is the classic, my money is my money, but your money is my money. Yeah, because the first thing she's going to do is she's going to say that we should share your account, husband, but I'll keep my account separate. Yeah, ridiculous.
If you want to have a joint account for bills or whatever.
You see?
But make sure
I called
each
it.
one of you has your own separate accounts.
Yeah, that's because if she wants to cheat or go on dates or, do things like without your permission, she can do it. And you can't do anything to stop her. That's what she's saying. She's saying, be in a marriage, but live the life of a single woman. That's what she's saying.
You may be in love right now, everything's great and fairy tale, but you just should always be smart about it. Also, rainy day fund, make sure you have some money set aside.
That's amazing. Oh my god, guys. It's just, guys, you cannot make this shit up. I'm telling you guys. Like, rainy day fun, like these girls, they go into a relationship expecting it to fail and then wonder why it fails. Well, you sabotaged it from the beginning by settling, quote unquote, in your eyes. Obviously, it's not going to go well if in your mind the relationship is already over by when it's began. Like, what world are we living on that this is okay? And this message is being broadcast on TikTok. So girls that are listening to this, young girls, 15-year-old, 16-year-old women who have no idea about relationships, they're listening to this and they're going to follow this advice when they get older. Do you understand how cancerous TikTok is as a platform? Unbelievable.
Just in case, again, not saying that you're planning for the worst, but it's best to be smart about it than regret not having anything on the side later. Communication is key. Never assume that the other person knows what's going on in your head or why you're upset. Or
communication is key. That's right. So just do things that favor women all the time, and that will work so great. Just talk it out. Just, let out and vent out all your feelings and emotions. Just totally just talk, and just everything is about communication. It has nothing to do with the proper male-female dynamic. Just go for an equal relationship where every single thing you ever do is consulted by your significant other. Don't ever lead, because that is patriarchal and oppressive. Just talk it out, guys. Disgusting, to quote Taylor the Fiend.
what the issue is. Be vocal about it. Also, humble yourself. You may not always be right. Just learn to accept it.
So when she says you may not always be right, what she's saying is they may not always be right, and talk it out every instant that something goes the way that you don't want. Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? This is ridiculously bad. Like, just the worst, most terrible possible advice, guys. Oh my God. 2022 dating in a nutshell. Guys, please leave a comment if you agree or disagree with these statements. Guys, what a mess.
And learn from it. Never stop dating your significant other, regardless of how long you've been together, whether it's been 5 years, 10 years. Never.
This girl is just saying all the platitudes. Like, if you watch like TV shows, this is literally every single platitude that the modern culture teaches you. This is what they are. And guys, if you follow this advice, guess what? All of your relationships are going to end in divorce or breakup. You cannot follow the cultural narrative in 2022 and expect to end up good. First of all, don't get married, because look at the girls that are here that are available for marriage. So don't. And second of all, if you ever decide to be in a long-term relationship, because some guys are walking away, they're choosing not to get into relationships at all. But if you are choosing to date, because, you think that's a good idea, then you should understand that you as the man need to lead. These girls, if they're leading the relationship, they're leading it off a cliff. So don't let them lead. They can't do it properly. What they do instead is they wreck it. And obviously not all women, right? But so many women in 2022 brainwash culture, that's what they're going to do. They're going to lead your relationship off a cliff. Oh, by the way, what I want to point out, okay? Let's read the subtext, okay? Okay, look at the bottom right corner of this TikTok. Do you see it? You see where it says Tatiana and Tony? Think about it for a second. What does that subcommunicate? Who is the leader in that relationship? Is it the boy or is it the girl? Exactly, it's the girl. It's Tatiana that's the leader, okay? And you better believe that if the woman is leading this equal relationship, she's leading it off a cliff. By the way, guys, I don't want any harassing messages on these people's TikToks, okay? Like, they are free to spew whatever they want to spew. We don't need to harass them about it, okay? All right, I'm just critiquing what they say because what they say is damaging to our culture. All right, let's continue.
Never stop trying to just love one another and plan dates and take time away for each other.
Yeah. So what she's saying is this is what the man should do. Because how many girls have you seen planning dates and taking the time for you and pampering you and all that stuff? No. The only man that women pamper is Chad. Otherwise, you as the man, you need to sacrifice. You need to plan. You need to do. You need to be. You need to... this is 2022 dating in a nutshell, guys. It's extract, and when you're a husk, discard. And that's why this girl is divorced. and now she's going to end up with cats. I'm telling you guys, cat collectors unite. Okay, please leave a comment if you agree or disagree with my comments here. Let's continue.
It is okay to go on vacation without your kids. It's okay. There's a time and place for you to go on vacation with your kids, and there's a time and place for it to just be two of you guys and have that bonding moment.
Oh my god, guys. No, you go on vacation with your kids because, oh my god. Okay, like, it's just all bad, guys. It's literally all bad. Like, what she's advocating for here is selfishness. Selfishness does not work when you're a parent. All it does is it teaches your kids to be selfish. And if you teach your kids to be selfish, then you're perpetuating the cycle. It's ridiculously bad advice. This girl has not given a single piece of good advice this entire video. What a total disaster, guys. 2022 dating is a mess, guys. What is this?
Aside from like being around the kids all the time. Also, learn to truly forgive when the other person does something wrong.
And that's why this woman here is divorced. It's because she totally forgave and tried to build on the relationship and tried to work on things. She didn't just instantly end and get her severance package, as it were. Like, man, this is like, you know what this is? This is an example of listen to what the priest says and not what the priest does. Because this girl's a total failure, right? So it's like the priest that's like, you know, debauching, like drinking, like going to the bar, like would you listen to a priest like that? Would you listen to a girl who's been divorced? What a disaster, guys.
Apologizes over it and let go of it. Don't constantly bring it up.
Oh my god, you know she's telling on herself, right? Like she's literally saying exactly what she did to ruin her own relationship. Don't constantly bring up how your partner messed up. Don't constantly bring up bad stuff. But that's exactly what she did. That's what kills relationships, guys. Like, man, it's funny that she knows exactly what to do and she clearly hasn't done it, right? Like what is this? Where is the humility? Where is the I'm sorry? Where is the I want you back? Where is the I messed up, please take me back, I'll do anything that I can to fix it? Where is that? All I see is pride and like blame shifting, basically. Alright, please leave a comment if you agree or disagree. Let's continue.
Unless they have to do with cheating, then run.
If you're divorced, tell me one piece of advice that you would give to your best friend getting married.
If you have doubts about getting married, don't get married.
Says the girl who's 30 plus. And guys, if we watch this video long enough, I'll bet you there's cats in the picture. Like, okay. Here is the issue, guys. These girls, their attitude is this. No, I think I can do better. No, this isn't good enough for me. Let me just go one more. No, let me just go one more. No, one more. No, one more. No, this isn't good enough. Oh, you slept on, you cheated on me? Oh, next one. And they get to 25 end count, they get to 35 end count, they get to the age of 30, they get to the age of 32, and then they're like, oh no, I need to get married now. Oh no, okay, you'll do. And then they just, the lights are on in the club, and they just pick the last possible partner. And then him, you'll do. And then this guy's just a meal ticket, right? Like, in her eyes, he's just a loser who's the last man standing after she went through Chad 1, Chad 2, Chad 3, Chad 4, Chad 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus ... plus infinity, Chad. Like, guys, disaster. What is this advice? If you have any doubts about getting married, don't get married. The reason why she had doubts was because the guy that she actually wanted to marry, she left at the age of 18 to 23. And she let the time roll on and roll on and roll on until she had to settle for a guy. And then, of course, she had her doubts because at that point, he's just a guy she's settling for the meal ticket privileges. Like, you're not tricking anyone, girl.
It's not worth it. I don't care how many deposits you've paid. Don't do it. It won't end well.
If you're
No, indeed. I mean, it will for the woman. It'll end in cash prizes. So, there you go. Okay, next.
divorced, tell me one piece of advice that you would give to your best friend getting married.
Oh, me, pick me. Let me answer this one, please.
Here we
And
go.
listen to me. Okay, I'll say that a little more nice.
Okay, guys. So I've already. Can you spot all the red flags in this picture? Okay. Masculine clothing, red flag. Leopard print, red flag. Wrist tattoo, red flag. Nails, red flag. Ton of makeup, red flags. Complaining in the car. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like how many red flags have I already mentioned? Guys, like, you can't make this shit up, guys. Okay, let's continue.
Nicely, please listen to me, people. So my ex-husband and I got married 5.5 years into our relationship. And then we were only married 139 days by the time I filed for divorce. That's always really fun to tell people because they're like, oh, how long were you married? I'm like, do you really want to know? I just laugh about it now because it's kind of hilarious. At least I beat Kim Kardashian and Renee Zellweger and Kenny Chesney, I think it was. Beside the point.
So this girl is watching these celebrities and comparing herself to them, right? So can you just imagine what this girl's ego is like? What a disaster. And she was with the guy for 5 years. The second he gave her the commitment, bam, within 3 months, the relationship is dead. What does that tell you, guys? What does that tell you? Is this a girl who is grateful to be married? Is this a girl who's like, finally, my ship has come in. I can finally have the children and the life that I've always desired. Or is this the kind of girl that you think goes, you know what? I made a mistake. I can do better. The grass is greener. I'm going to divorce you, take my cash and prizes and get another Chad. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments. All right. Reddit post. Never thought it would be us. This is from our divorce. My husband, 42, of 7 years legally, 19 years together, has changed this last year. Not affectionate, not supportive, very angry. So, you see, she's trying to destroy her husband's reputation from the first sentence. My female intuition, red flag, has been eating at me, telling me something is wrong. We had a big discussion 2 months ago about all of this. He told me he wants to work on things. He's an over-the-road trucker and repeatedly tells me he doesn't have time to talk on the phone with myself or our 11-year-old daughter, so we don't really work on our marriage, just ourselves. So, guys, this vernacular of working on our marriage, in quotes, is total BS. Here is the real truth, guys. This girl has given up, probably. Doesn't do her makeup, doesn't wear nice clothes, probably gained a lot of weight, you know, like she just gave up. And then the husband just pulls away because why would you stay in such a situation, right? And he finds another girl. That's the plot twist here. You'll see. A few weeks ago, he was home for a week. We talk again, and he seems ready to call more, work on us. Then he immediately ghosts me for 3 days. So guys, notice. If you're making the girl's emotions go up and down, even if you're married for 19 years, it works really well, guys. Like, it always works. So, if you want to have a good relationship, only text for logistics, only call for logistics. We're not here spending our time texting and calling. You see, it even works with the wife. I know they got divorced, and you'll see why. The reason they got divorced is because of cash and prizes, right? The wife can just, you know, come up with any excuse she wants under the sun and then just end the relationship. Okay, anyway. Wednesday, I told him to just tell me. He's completely standoffish and wouldn't say I love you. He tells me he wants out. No counseling, no actual work. Just done. I was blindsided. He asked me not to tell our daughter yet, or my family and friends. At first I agreed, but then realized I need a support system and told my family. Have not told my daughter. Right, so the wife wants to get all of the relatives on her side so that when they get divorced, she can win, right? Thursday morning, something told me to check our phone logs. In 19 years, I've never checked up on him, but red flags started messing with me. He was secretive on the phone. Yeah, so this woman, she gets with Chad, you know, she gets with a guy, she marries him. A guy who's obviously not going to be loyal, faithful. And then when he cheats, she's surprised, right? Like, you cannot make this stuff up, guys. Like, this is what happens. These girls choose guys that will cheat, and then they complain, and then they end the relationship when it happens, and then they get cash and prizes for it. Do you see what I'm saying? He's been talking to a woman in California every single day since April for hours. Yeah, okay, so she must be doing something that you're not, right? So clearly the wife is not fit, feminine, submissive, cooperative, loyal, and you know how I can tell? I can tell she's not those things because she's using red flag words such as work on the relationship, such as blindsided. We don't work on the marriage, stuff like this. These are all things that say the wife wants the husband in her frame. She wants the husband to do what she wants him to do. And of course, no man is going to break his back, sit in the truck for long hours driving, baking in the sun, annoyed, hours on end, trying to deal with the annoying drivers, only to then have the wife nag him about how he's not working on the relationship and calling her enough. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. Oh, and counseling is another red flag too. I haven't worked in 12 years. My name isn't on the house. But look what she says next. I helped build every bit of our life together. No, you didn't. You didn't provide the money. Raised his baby, took care of the home, 3 acres, cars, money, literally everything. No, he made the money. So he's the one that is the bread maker and the ruler of the household, which she seems to have forgotten, because what she's saying in this paragraph is me, me, me. It's all about me. I did everything. And yet she's the one that stayed at home and took care of the kids. Do you see what I'm saying? Guys, where is the gratitude? Where is the respect? Where is the love? It's just, I'm not getting what I want. Therefore, this is done. You see what I'm saying? You need to work on the relationship. I am a perfect little angel that can do no wrong. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's absolutely, utterly ridiculous. Okay, let's read the top comment here. And I will bet you guys, dollars to donuts, I'll bet you that the top comment is supporting the girl. Let's see. They're saying that he has an emotional affair with the girl that he's been texting. You're not crazy. Yeah, literally supporting the wife. Oh, right. The wife said, am I overreacting, or is this an emotional affair and should I end the relationship? Yeah, like, guys, ridiculously ungrateful. All right, we're going to end the video there. Again, if you agree or disagree, please leave a comment. If you're new to the channel, liking it, please give me a sub, hit all for notifications. If you're listening on the podcast, give me a 5-star review and hit the follow button. Thank you so much for listening, guys, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please remember to do all of the following. Like the video for the algorithm. Comment on the video. I respond to all comments and I'll give you a heart. Subscribe and hit the bell so you can see my content on your feed. Check out all of my content on other platforms. It spreads the reach of the channel. YouTube, bit.ly/heliosyoutube. Rumble, bit.ly/heliosrumble. My blog is realheliosblog.com. My podcast, bit.ly/heliospodcast. My Patreon, patreon.com/theheliosblog. You can also support the show at bit.ly/heliosdonations and buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. Thank you so much for all of your support.